Feel this way forever. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. For real. Never meant to make your daughter cry.
Yep. I'm gonna be making some cookies. So how I make cookies, chocolate chip cookies at my house is I literally take the Nestle Toll House chocolate chip cookies and I follow the recipe on the back. But there's a trick to getting good cookies. So please follow along as I make these really awesome good cookies. I already got the oven preheated to 375, which is what it says. Now my oven cooks hot, so I do not follow the timing directions on the package. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be combining flour, baking soda, and salt in a small bowl. So I'm going to be doing that right now. Alright, so now I have my dry ingredients, flour, salt, and baking soda in this bowl, small. I'm doubling the batch, so that's why it looks like a lot. And then in another bowl I have my brown sugar, granulated sugar, vanilla extract, and I use Crisco shortening instead of butter. It's the way I was raised. Some people are going to frown at me, but that's the way I was raised. And yes, I know butter probably is the best, but you know what? These are chocolate chip cookies, you can't go wrong. So let's take a look and let's watch it. You have to beat the granulated sugar and the brown sugar and the vanilla extract and the Crisco till it's creamy. So lock your mixer into place and start out slow. And you want a nice consistency till it's creamy, so that all nice and mixed up. This is a good consistency right there. Now you need to add the eggs, and since I'm doubling it, instead of 2 I need 4. So I need to put the 4 eggs in and beat very good until after each egg I add. So we will take a look at the mixture after. So this is what the mixture is looking like with the eggs in it. It's a little bit more creamier. And after you have added the eggs and mixed it very well, you have to gradually beat in the flour mixture that we have here. And once that's good, we can stir in the morsels, meaning the chocolate chips. And I'm also adding another surprise, white chocolate chips. Now this really ups your ante in the cookie game, so I suggest you guys do. I'm gonna let this mix up for a couple minutes. And then I'm probably gonna kind of scoop it down a little bit so that it can start mixing a little bit better. Alright, so I'm just letting my mixture beat a little bit. And then I'm gonna add the chocolate chips and the white chocolate chips and beat that together, and you should have your cookie dough ready to put on the cookie sheet. I've added the chocolate chip morsels into the mix, and now we're gonna watch the awesomeness mix into the dough. Should only take a little bit to get ample amount of mixing. And what this really does is got a real nice mix between the white chocolate and the dark chocolate in the cookie. And since the secret, I'll tell you, since the secret you don't cook it the full time, what it does is it makes the chocolate chips extra gooey, so when you bite into it the next day, even 2-3 days after, it's still that nice gooey feeling. So mixture looks like it's done. Now it's time to get ready to plate. Onto the cookie sheet. Alright, now it's time to take our cookies on our sheet and slide them into the oven. Like to put them on the center rack, because that's the best place to put everything. Right there, like so. Shut the door, set the timer, and now I'm setting the timer for 6 minutes. Now what that does is it's going to cook the cookies just enough so that it won't burn the cookies. In fact, it's probably not entirely done. Now, when you take the cookies out of the oven, it says directly on the package to let them sit 2 minutes on the tray. So when you do that, you let the cookies cook an extra 2 minutes outside of the oven because they're still warm inside. And so 6 plus 2 is 8 minutes, which is a little less than the package states, but it makes the perfect cookie. Now, that's how I make cookies, and they turn out great. All you gotta do, wait the 6 minutes, and enjoy your cookie dough. This has been making cookies with Matt. I hope you enjoy. Now we're ready to put the cookies onto the cookie sheet. Now, I got a fairly decent sized spoon here, and all you really need is a little bit like so. That's about the size that you need. And you just drop it on right there, perfect like that. Now take a look at this cookie dough. This is perfect cookie dough, I would say. Now, the trick to making awesome cookies also is to leave yourself a little bit of cookie dough to eat at the very end. If you're like me, I love eating cookie dough. In fact, I'd probably just eat this whole batch of cookie dough rather than making the cookies. But that is another story. So when you get decent sized cookies onto the plate, onto the cookie sheet, then you can put them into the oven. So I will show you that. Cookies just beeped. And I will show you these cookies. Gonna let them sit there for a couple minutes. Put those in. Those are going in. And take a look at these guys. See how there's just a little bit of golden brown on there? That's what you want. There's just a little bit of golden brown on there. And you're gonna let those cook for about 2 minutes. And set the timer in the meantime for the others. Let them cook for a little bit more longer on that little plate because it's still hot and it'll cook the inside. It won't burn the cookies. And it got that little brown on the top, so that little tiny crunch that you want, but not too crunchy, just a little bit. And there you have it, guys. So again, this has been cooking cookies with Matt. Have a good day. Peace out. On a lighter note, this cookie dough I made is bomb. It was so good. And remember, everybody, the cookies you're making, they also taste good because you're making them with love. And you need to share them with people. Because the world needs more love, and the world especially needs more cookies. I enjoyed making this video for you guys, so please go make some cookies.